Hey everyone, I'm ExitSign250 and welcome to Exit in Emergency Episode 6. Starting above my door, of course, there's an exit sign. This is one of the cooler exit signs I think that I own. This is a Lithonia Quantum LQM second generation sign, and it actually has self-diagnostics. I snagged this for $7, brand new out of the box. It's fully working too, and these retail, they're pretty expensive, so I'm surprised I got it for that deal without getting ripped off. It's a pretty slick looking sign. This is actually the current exit sign from the Quantum line by Lithonia. Down here you can actually see there is a little diagram here, and it'll tell you what this status indicator light means. And right now it is green, so it means it's trickle charging and it's ready to go. Something really interesting about this sign, it's a nice feature, is when it's in emergency mode, okay, when the power's out, you have the option to leave it like this, just illuminating steadily, or you can have it flash. And I have this on the flashing option. I think that's really unique. It's the only exit sign I own that can do this currently. What we're going to do is press this test button, and it'll do a self-test for 1 minute, and it also does a self-test for 1 minute once a month. And when I do this, this indicator will turn red, saying it'll be charging the battery at full charge. And something else I noticed when I test it with the test button, it will not flash. But when it's in emergency mode, it will flash, which you'll see a little bit later. So we'll test that, and you can see now it is blinking, which that means it is in self-test. Not really much to see. It's just, still looks like it's in its normal operation, other than the LED is now blinking. We'll check back with this sign a little later. Moving along to the emergency light spot, following the Lithonia Quantum theme, we have this emergency light. This is a Lithonia ELM2 third generation emergency light, and again, this is in the Lithonia Quantum line, or was in the Lithonia Quantum line. It's actually discontinued. Has incandescent lamp heads and a standard test option, so pretty basic. Still a nice little emergency light. Now back over here to the LQM, you can see the status indicator is now red and it's finished its test. And that indicates that the battery is now on high charge, so it's charging the battery at a quicker rate. And something else with these self-diagnostic units is it'll actually tell you via the indicator light what is wrong with the sign if there were problems. So if the battery was dead or disconnected, that light will blink a special pattern. I can look at that little sticker and repair it. So it's a very nice option that many exit sign brands offer. It's a lot more expensive than your standard unit like this one, but still really nice in the long run. Now, on the other side of my room, we have this emergency light. Probably one of my least favorite ones I have. Yes, it has a neat design, I guess, but it's not really the best emergency light. This is a generic, non-adjustable or fixed optics emergency light. So, like I said, just Chinese generic, rebranded by tons of people. Originally, these are made by Jimming, and you can actually take these little lenses off right here. And there's the bulb, no reflectors, piece of junk, really. I got this for $10, brand new. Really dim as well. These are kind of just junk, and I mean it's certainly a cool little one. I mean, for a small space, I wouldn't really rely on them, but it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's really got the low profile design down. But there you go. Also incandescent heads as well. And like I said, non-adjustable, so it kind of just spits light everywhere. And it does an job. Maybe for a closet or a bathroom it would be good, but you can't, if you install these high up, it's not going to do anything, or on the ceiling, they don't really do anything, so you have to install them pretty low. I mean, I would say this is the maximum height to install it for it to do anything. Well, that's the exit lighting in my room, so now let's simulate a power outage. We are in emergency mode, and you can see the LQM is flashing away. I really like this feature of the sign, again, pretty unique. So there you go, it's blinking. Power is out. You can see the status indicator is not on. It might look like it's on, but that's just from this light. So there you go. Definitely grabs your attention. Over here is the ELM2. You can see it's on. And the left head is pointing down here. And the right head is pointing close to the door, so I can easily see my way to get out. Or just, see over here in general. Walking this way to the generic emergency light. You can see it just spreads light everywhere. So it's, this is about it in real life, maybe a little darker. I guess a benefit about these is you don't need to worry about adjusting them, but the downside is it's just you can't really put light where you need it. But yeah, there you go. It's okay. It's just again, like I said, this is probably the maximum height of it without it, absolutely doing nothing. So there you go. There it is, right there. And coming back over here to the ULM2 and the LQM. So now that we've seen my room, let's head over to my dad's office and see what I got in there. Finally in here is an exit sign combo. This is an all LED generic exit sign combo. This is kind of what most generic companies are offering now, since it's LED and LED's the future, and I guess it's the popular thing to do since LEDs last forever virtually, and you don't really need to maintain them, and they're pretty bright compared to incandescent. These are really bright compared to, incandescent generic. If I had to choose, if I had to use some generic unit, I would go with LED over incandescent. There it is, green lettering, of course all LED. Point to the right, which is the door right over here. This is just a standard test, no self-diagnostics here. So there you have it. Let's now see what it looks like in a power outage. It may be a little difficult because I'm filming this around 12 o'clock and the sun is shining outside, so let's just see what it looks like. Now this is in emergency mode. You can see it's a lot brighter than the non-adjustable generic thing that was in my room. Points down here to the egress path. And then this other head points over here. You can kind of see my shadow. It's a bit hard to show since it's bright outside. But it lights up decently. So there you have it. And that's kind of it with this sign. That's about it for this episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I guess I will see you in another video.